We're good to go?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Okay, welcome to the July meeting of the Municipal Civil Service Commission of the City of Albany. In attendance are Commissioners McNaughton, Jackson Chalmers, and Cassidy, Peachy Jones representing the Law Department, and Sandra Coleman representing the Human Resources Department. Commissioners, have you had a chance to review the minutes from the previous meeting?
Yes, I
Yes.
move to accept the minutes from last
Second.
month's meeting.
Okay, passed and carried. We're going to move right on to the establishment of lists. List 60616, Stormwater Program Manager. Exam date 2/29/2020, established 6/24/2020, established until 6/23/2021. One eligible candidate on the list. List 62604, Recreation Program Coordinator. Exam date 2/29/2020, established 6/24/2020, established until 6/23/2021. One eligible candidate on the list. Test 62971, Teen Center Director. Exam date 2/29/2020, established date 6/24/2020, and established until 6/23/2021 with one eligible candidate on the list. List number 62-428, Director of School Security. Exam date 2/29/2020, established 6/24/2020 until 6/23/2024 with three eligible candidates on the list. List 62-482, Assistant Director of School Campus and Neighborhood Security. Exam date 2/29/2020, established 6/24/2020 until 6/23/2021 with one candidate on the list. Test 73-446, Telecommunications Senior Dispatcher. Exam date 1/11/2020, established 6/24/2020 until 6/23/2024 with two candidates on the list. List number 74-145, Telecommunications Shift Supervisor. Exam date 1/11/2020, established 6/24/2020 until 6/23/2024 with one candidate on the list, one eligible candidate on the list. Item 4, report of appointments to the competitive, non-competitive, exempt, and labor class. The Civil Service Office reported on the following permanent competitive class appointments. These are all in the Albany Police Department, effective 6/18/2020, for the position, the title of police officer. Bryce Allen, Francis Aguado, Nicholas Bowen, Nicholas Brown, Nicholas Calladine, Michael Carroll, William Chappelle, Christopher Denegar, Marcus Felton, Matthew Friedrich, Joshua Fuchs, Devin Geske, Luke Hakkinen, Khalil Hamlin, Charles Haslam, Dominic Harold, Alexander Herrick, Jared Jarrows, Jillian Knox, Anna Leese, Kyle Laux, Chad McKinney, Scott Moran, Rebecca Pratt, Brian Roach, Eric Roy, Alfonso Scanapieco, Tobias Stay, Vincent Tashjian, and Walker Tedford. They are all police officers for the title of police officer within Albany Police Department, effective 6/18/2020. Item 5, amendment of job specifications. First is Equipment Operator 3. Sandy?
The only change to this is previously it had a Class C license required, which is no longer the CDL level license that they need. It's a CDL Class B. And then, which is on all our Equipment Operator 2 and 1, which fall underneath these. It wasn't updated when that was added. And also the language under the license requirement for positions at the Department of Water and Water Supply. The Class B license with a tanker endorsement is required.
Okay, I think that sounds reasonable. Commissioners, any questions?
No questions. I move
I-
to accept.
I second that. Mike, passed and carried.
Yes.
Okay. Next, amendment of job specifications for Human Resources Generalist 3.
The only addition to this is D under the minimum qualifications, which is the adding the equivalency statement, which was requested that we do that by state civil service.
Okay,
Sandy, this is a position in, with the city or with the school district?
This is with the city. It's in our office. This is my title, actually.
Oh, okay.
wait a minute. Can we put some more on this then?
Whatever you would like to add. You are the commission.
I make the recommendation that we accept that.
Second.
I
Okay,
approve.
carried. Okay, under old business, resolution 20-01 to postpone civil service examinations, City of Albany municipal government. Does everybody have the most recent copy that Peachy put out a little after 4 or a little after 3 today?
Yep.
We're speaking of the one at 403?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Sorry, did you want me to speak to that, or are you just gonna?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
let's see if the commissioners have any questions first.
I think it makes it clearer, Tom. I know you had some concerns, and some of the language has been taken out.
I would agree.
Mhm.
I think, and I don't know if this needs to be written into the resolution, but I think it should suffice in the minutes. And Peachy, I'll let you weigh in on that. As long as we're in agreement that those people that have signed up within an appropriate test application period that has opened and closed in its entirety.
Yep.
Be the extent of the candidate pool. So I don't want the candidate pool to be expanded or reduced due to a postponement.
If somebody becomes eligible a year from now that wasn't eligible from a years and seniority standpoint previously, you know, the people that are on this list should be the only people that are allowed on the list.
Allowed to take the test for this particular item.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yes.
Right. Do you think, Peachy, would that suffice just in the minutes? I don't know that needs to be articulated in the resolution, do you?
No, I think it's fine in the minutes.
I'm fine with this resolution as it stands.
I approve as well.
Yeah. I approve as well.
Okay, passed and
Can I
carried.
just ask, sorry, can I just ask a question of Peachy? In the third bullet point saying that the provisional appointments prior to hire be submitted to the commission for approval, is that still covered under my designated duties as the secretary to be able to approve those, or do we have to wait until a commission meeting? Because right now, all the appointments get approved by me and then they get reported to the commission.
Well, I think for the duration that this resolution is applicable, my concern is that we do not extend the percentage of employees that are provisional beyond what it is now, which is already, almost 4x what the state's best practice recommendation
Right.
is.
So I can just mention that the city currently is on a hiring freeze, with the exception of the water department because their funding stream is separate from the city's budget. So there is a limited amount of provisionals being appointed to the city. And as you can see from the minutes or the agendas from the last few commission meetings, there's very low appointments coming through the commission for our other agencies outside of the city.
Right, but if we're going to, here's my concern, is if we're going to have the resolution that addresses the issues relative to the current state of affairs and postponement of tests, we should extend that resolution's weight to the adoption of provisional hires as well, to the extent that this resolution exists. And, you know, now we're only at 3 months. We'll look at this again 3 months from now. Hopefully there'll be some greater sense of normalcy. So I think it just gives us a little more defensibility.
Yeah, in worst case, if we have to have another meeting to address any issue, we can just have a special meeting.
So any provisional appointments to competitive class positions need to be held off until a commission meeting can be held.
Right, as opposed to backdating them or approving them 3 weeks, you know, after they started. Which kind of goes back to our conversation of a couple years ago.
Well, which also shouldn't be an issue, Sandy, because you're saying there's a hiring freeze, so they're not going to appoint anybody anyway. So it seems a little academic.
Yeah, it's just if the water department was to appoint somebody provisionally to one of their competitive class positions, then we would need to hold a meeting because the commissioner of water is not going to like holding off on appointing anybody for, you know, a month.
Well, he's not going to wake up tomorrow and decide to appoint somebody, right? You have discussions with them, or he communicates.
Yeah, we post jobs for them, and we
Yeah.
then,
So we can coordinate around that.
Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that so that we are putting the appointments before the commission prior to hire, and I'm not just approving them as normal.
For the duration of this resolution.
Okay.
And, you know,
Yeah, just during this.
I agree with that.
And I think that's doable. I mean, if anything, I can speak with the commissioner and, convey the concerns of the commission. I'm sure we can get it done.
Right.
And
Okay.
PG, this resolution is for all jurisdictions covered by the commission, the city's commission, or just city departments?
It's my understanding that it was just for the municipal government of the city, so just city departments.
So not the library, not the school district. I don't think we can.
Correct.
We probably can't bind them anyways.
No,
I think we could. I think the commission could. It just was my understanding that the concern.
That this was
About-
a request from the city.
Yeah. Yeah, that really the large gatherings for examinations is really going to only be a concern within the city government.
Okay.
And that other places might be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if that's. Okay, so I think that concludes the old business. Is there any new business?
I
Nope.
just wanted to bring something up. Peachy and I met the other day, and we have historically sent letters for disqualification to people saying that they were offered an appeal process due to section 50.4 of civil service law,
Right.
regardless of what they were being removed from the list for. So she has rewritten the letter for me, and we will only be sending the letter referencing that section of law if they're disqualified under that section of law. Anybody who is being taken off the list for physical agility will go back on the next round of canvassing, so their letter will reflect that they're not being
Okay.
removed from the list, but just not considered for this round of appointment, as well as the psychologicals, which historically, the city has just removed people for 1 year from the list after failing a psychological, and that's not under section 50.4 of civil service law. So offering them an appeal under that section is just, if Peachy wants to say more on it, I just brought it to her attention because I didn't think those reasons for us taking them off the list fell under that section of law, so we shouldn't be sending them letters that actually reference that.
Right, but when we send the letters that indicate that they are off the list for one of the other reasons, they are also, they're educated to their rights to appeal with regards to that particular finding, correct?
We have in the past given them an appeal opportunity. I think if we want to continue it, I've talked to other civil service agencies who had never even heard of giving people appeal opportunity for a psychological or even for a physical agility. So that's up to the commission if you want to continue the appeal process for those pieces of the process.
You know what, can we put that on the agenda for next month?
Sure.
Since we won't be sending out any letters or doing any testing.
So New York State Civil Service Law, Section 50 specifically grants a right to appeal any disqualification under Section 50 for those outlined reasons. And so I think just over time, we just started using the same letter for disqualifications for other reasons that aren't in Section 50. And so we were just trying to correct, I guess, an error because there's no basis for the appeal in our rules or in law. And we don't know how it got started, but yes, we can talk about it more in another meeting.
Okay, let's put that on the agenda for next month. In the interims, can you send the commissioners a copy of the letter previously used, a copy of the new letter, and any historical documents used to educate applicants of their failure under the psychological or the physical agility, if we have any?
Yep.
Great.
I think that concludes today's activities. Is there any other new business?
No new business.
No, I move to adjourn.
Second that? Passed and carried. Next meeting, Wednesday, July 29th, 2020. Is that good for everybody?
Yes. Will that
Perfect.
be a Zoom or will it be live in City Hall?
I will update you as soon as I hear something. I will talk to the city clerk because I know she's working very closely with Corp Council, and I think they have a committee going on how to handle public meetings when we're still limiting the number of people allowed in the building.
Okay.
I would bet that there will be a Zoom because depending on the.
All right, guys, I got to jump.
Okay, Mike. Depending on the amount of business in front of the commission, we can't definitively know who will be in attendance because it's an open meeting. So I
Okay.
will be on Zoom
Okay.
for July. So that we're going to conclude this meeting with Linda stay on and Sandy stay on. That'll end the meeting for today. Next meeting on the 29th of July at 4:30. That concludes our meeting. Hey, Sandy, I don't know about Linda.
Ending
What's that?
the. Okay.